Have you heard the latest gossip out there? The latest gossip out there is that radio drama queens are contemplating and anticipating me Showers building a next album. Can you imagine that? They are contemplating me building, me creating a new album. I created an album titled Above All. It's on SoundCloud. You can go on SoundCloud. Showers Inc. at soundcloud.com. It's been promoted on SoundCloud. It's an acoustic album. It got some of the wildest hits that you can find. Pre-release, original. And I'm taking the opportunity to praise it because it's that good. Believe me, every single artist, old and new, that is in Jamaica, take copies from my album to create a song. From Richie Spice to Capleton to Beanie Man to Buju Banton to Sizzler, all the big acts, Shaggy, General B, every single one of them, every one of the new artists, even the very new artists. Irie FM launched a program to remake my album. Coffee, Protege, Chronix, you name them, Lila Ike, every one of them, Nadine Sutherland. They're too much to mention. Every single one of the Jamaican artists, new and old, took something that is living today. All of them that is living today. Even some that are dead. Sly, you know that drummer that they call Sly, from the Sly and the Robbie Gang. They took bits and pieces from my song. The Third World, every one of them. AJ Brown, every single one of them took something from my album. It even gone overseas. Even Adele took samples from my album to make songs. Alicia Keys, every one of them took stuff from my album to create songs. And they publish and they produce and they promote and they distribute. And my album, Above All, remain in my possession with no promotion from mainstream media, no promotion from anywhere. It's just me promoting my album. My album is so good. Go and listen for yourself. It's the best interpretation of music. My album called Above All. It's the best interpretation of music. I'm blowing that trumpet because no one else is willing to do it, because they are too embarrassed, because it's produced, engineered, written, sung, marketed, published by I Singer Showers. Everything. It is too ironic for them to take up something like that and publish it, knowing that they have no one else to say our co-producer, our co-engineer, our co-writer, our co-distributor, our co-whatever to the album. No one is willing to take it up. No radio station in Jamaica is willing to take it up. No radio station, no television station is willing to take it up. But yet still, even the Ministry of Culture promoted festival out of my album. They took samples from my album and make festival song. Every single one of them. Beres Hammond, even some of the biggest artists you can imagine. Louis Culture. You just name them. They took samples from my album and they create songs. And they play them on ear, and they laugh and they giggle and they gallivant. And guess what? Not one of those songs made it anywhere in the world. They just play them until they forget. They just play them until they flop. Because what? Until today, they can't find nobody to remake my album. Nobody they can find to remake my style, to redo my delivery. They can't find nobody. And they got fed up. And they throw in their towel. Because they figure more or less that they ain't nobody like me. And guess what happened now? They run out of ideas. IRA FM run reggae music into the ground. Believe me, IRA FM run reggae music into the ground trying to copy my album. Even the Marley family, Damian Jr. Gang Marley, sample my album. I wouldn't even call all of them names, but the Marley family sample my album. Believe me, there are too many artists out there to mention, women and men. They all sample my album. They sample my writing and my delivery. And they can't find nobody to dethrone me. They throw in the towel on their concert, they throw in the towel on their competition, they throw in the towel on everything that they were doing, trying to replace me. They did have a replacement competition going on to replace me, because it cannot be that I should go out there and be interviewed as this great person. So they throw in the towel on the competition, and they are trying to find somebody to dethrone me, to depose me, to remake me and replace me on my album Showers Purple Ink. Above All album. They did everything in their powers and ended up with nothing, absolutely nothing they ended up with that could stand the test of time. They drifted out of place. They drifted out of place. They even run in front of my song Golden Island that make Grammy status, to claim Grammy for Jamaica, to make it look like my album and my song did not worth it. They run in front of it. They put up my song for competition, and my song made the first place runner-up. And they could not stand to see how they were bamboozling me behind my back. And my song, the song that they were rejecting, made #1 place. And because they didn't want me to know, they just throw coffee in front of it. And they throw everything that they could in front of it. And now they run out of options. They all run out of options. Listen to Jamaican music, what it's gone to. Listen to Jamaican music, what it's gone to. To the dogs. They run out of ideas. They cannot find nobody to replace me. Cannot. It doesn't matter how they try. They gone everywhere. And they came back with nothing to replace my album. My album stand alone. Like me. Like an island. Like an island. Stand alone. Defending itself. And now they are contemplating me building a new album. Because what? They need new ideas. But let me tell you something. That album that I made, Above All, is gonna remain out there forever. And it will be my last album. And it will be my last songs I wrote and sang. So I'm sorry for you all, because my album has not released yet. Too bad for you all. My album has not released yet. But it's being heavily promoted online. You go and give me some ideas. You all go and create and give me some ideas. You brain drain nincompoops. Get away from here. Copycats.